provolone cheese, and placed on a fresh baked Italian roll. The General Store on 24 in Lewis.
Anthony Montgomery.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, good morning. It's Bill and Jessica, Power 1017. How are you?
Good morning, handsome.
I am great. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Jessica.
I just can't help myself. Good morning, handsome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Already starting.
Good.
Hilarious.
Yes.
Hey, appreciate you checking in, my man. For people who don't know, Star Trek. That's, one of your big claim to fame, Star Trek Enterprise, the fifth live-action series in the Star Trek franchise. How did you get involved with Star Trek?
I auditioned for Star Trek Voyager a few years before Enterprise and started a relationship with casting director Ron Surma. I didn't get that job. He brought me in for another role sometime later, and then I didn't get that one, and then he remembered me, and they brought me in for Travis Mayweather when they were casting the untitled Star Trek series. I got it. My life changed forever.
Wow. Yes,
Wow, that's
absolutely.
amazing.
I mean, such a amazing accomplishment to be part of like a big, franchise like that, like Star Trek, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And then I was blessed to be a part of another huge franchise, the daytime soap market, because I was also on General Hospital.
Yeah.
And I got nominated for an Emmy on that. And that it coming as a kid from Indianapolis who just made a promise to myself and my family that I would come out here and make it in this industry, not knowing what that would actually look like. I've been very fortunate. I've been very blessed.
Yeah, it's very good. I mean, look, General Hospital, that's Stephen A.'s favorite. So,
I grew up with
Yes.
that. My grandma had that
I
on the
know
TV
Stephen A.
every day.
He and I met. He's a recurring character on there, Brick.
I know.
And he and I met actually one day when he was coming by the set. He came by, I don't know if he was filming that day, but I happened to be there, and he did. Yes, I love Stephen A. That's my guy.
No,
my 6 degrees of Stephen A. We're on General Hospital together.
Well, because the reason I went right to that and say that is because Stephen A. has always been a big influence on my career, and I've always followed him, and he's one of my main, big influencers in the radio career, etc. And I followed him forever.
Of course.
So I know right away, as soon as I hear General Hospital, I think of him. So.
Of course, and that's fantastic. I love it.
Yeah, but now I'm going to start thinking of Anthony Montgomery, of course.
Let's hope. I hope my name gets as big as Stephen A. Smith. Are you kidding me? That'd be wonderful.
So, Without Ward, available on digital. Give us a rundown. Let's talk about it.
Without Ward on Apple TV, iTunes, Google Play, Vudu, Amazon. It was written and directed by a terrific guy named Corey Cataldo, and it is essentially it's a sci-fi romantic indie feature, and it takes place in the future.
Okay.
There's a one world government called contractualism. It runs society. An inventor named Ward, who was played by the wonderful Martin Landau, created a drug that allows people to literally live in their wildest dreams. And over the course of 20 years, 50% of the population ends up on the drug, and it has to then be regulated, and they put lawyers with guns in charge of facilitating as a policing force. It is a wild romp. I watched it last night for the first time, and I did not realize that even though Corey wrote this and we shot this 10 years ago, it is so timely because everybody is trying to still figure out how to reintegrate into our society because of the pandemic.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, all right. Well, let me ask you this. Isn't that kind of weird? Like, when you talk, when we've interviewed like different actors and actresses, they only go in and they film their part. And, like you guys don't really, I mean, you read the script, you get it, but really you focus on your scenes and your lines. And then really you don't even know how the movie's going to come together, until you actually watch it. And it's like, wow, you saw it for the first time. I just think that's just fascinating to hear.
And in what you are saying, I didn't even read the script for this one.
Just your part. Just your part.
I just literally read my part because Corey and I have been friends for years. Corey's dad is a good friend of mine. And Corey just said, hey, Anthony, I've got a part in my film. It's a smaller part, but I'd love you to be a part of it. Like, of course, Corey, I've got you.
Yeah.
So I didn't even realize how my character factored into the entire thing. I worked with Jillian Barbary, who is a wonderful woman. We shot for one day. I feel like it was like one scene that they then broke up into different parts, and it looks completely seamless. Corey did a fantastic job. You would have thought that we were a part of the entire thing from the beginning of the inception of the film, and that was just not the case. So I truly had no idea what to expect. I remembered shooting the movie, but I don't remember what I did in a movie 10 years ago. So when I watched it last night, it was really, oh, yeah, I remember that. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, that's how they worked that in. I was doing that a lot last night. It was great.
Of course, without
people
Ward,
are going to really enjoy it.
Without Ward, when you were talking about the movie, what it was about, a drug that people get hooked on, and it makes them live out these fascinating times, etc. I mean, that sounds like a real movie. It sounds like a documentary because it's probably going on right now. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Yeah.
And what people will, I believe, they're going to take from this is the connectivity that we need as human beings. Yeah. And that's essentially where this goes. One of the people who is a part of this system where the drug came from, one of the guys bucks the system because he wants to connect with somebody that is outside his home. And the way they go about it, I'm speaking a bit in code because I don't want to give too much away. I don't know what I can say and what I can't.
Right.
But essentially, he realizes that we have to connect with people more than just being isolated. There's more to us. And that's why I feel like it's going to resonate with people on such a profound level because people are still trying to come out of the fog of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, people are still figuring out how to reintegrate themselves into what human society means.
Anthony Montgomery, looking forward to checking it out. Available today on digital. Thank you so much for checking in, my man. We appreciate it.